So, and as you know, I'm the voice of Dominican boxing. You also were a boxer yourself, right?
I was. I boxed for 10 years. I started out at Gleason's gym when I was, it was 2003. I was in my early 20s.
Oh, okay.
That's where I learned how to box. I did the Golden Gloves 2004. I won the first fight, and I wound up in the fight. I kind of there was some kind of blood vessel burst in my eye, and I one day I woke up and my whole eye was bloodshot red. I thought I had pink eye, so I went to the doctor. He gave me some pink eye drops. It didn't go away. Turns out I had something called iritis, which was like a swelling of the iris, and I couldn't continue. So I had no vision in my eye for about, maybe 10% vision in my eye for about 3-4 months. And I kind of quit boxing for about 5 years.
Wow.
I just went to hitting the bag and shadow boxing and jump roping. Then I got back into it in around 2000, about 2009. I said, I got to do the Golden Gloves one more time, see what happens. And I won the first 2 fights, made it to the quarterfinals. And I was undefeated up until that point. Okay. And I lost, interestingly enough, to the kid who won the whole tournament, who happened to be a Dominican kid from the Bronx, yeah.
Yeah? Was it Pedro Sosa?
No, his name was Joshua. Marte. I think it's Marte.
Oh yeah, I'm not familiar.
Or Martine? No, Martine
sure.
or Marte, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And he was a really, really tough kid. It was... really powerful, really fast too, and I kind of overestimated. I was a little cocky, underestimated him a little bit. I was kept going for the knockout, and made the cardinal mistake, and I lost. But
okay. Yeah. You were in Gleason's around 2003. You ever run in with Joan Guzman?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. He was all the time. I didn't know who he was at first.
Okay.
Really small guy, right? I want to say he's maybe 5'4", something like that, So I used to see him all. And one day my trainer, his name was Roosevelt Farrell, rest in peace. He told me that he's a world champion. I was like, you'd walk around Gleason's, you'd see these people, and then one day you'd find out they're world champions. And it was kind of, you wouldn't really know, because they didn't walk around with like a bravado, right?
Yeah.
They walked around like he might be training for an amateur fight.
Yeah.
And he looks like he might just be wanting to stay in shape, and then you find out he's a world champion. And that was common in Gleason's.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? Emil Griffith, right?
Really?
So I saw him every day. He was there.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was because he's from the 60s, right? And then my trainer said, it's Emil Griffith. He was a world champion. He fought Benny the Kid Perrette and killed him. He died after the fight, the Kid Perrette. And then one day Mitch Green comes in. Mitch Blood Green, he comes in and I was like, that dude I know, because he still had the Jerry curl in 2003. I said, that's the dude Mike Tyson knocked out at Dapper Dan's in Harlem. So you saw a lot of characters in Gleason's.
Okay. You ever got to see Joan Guzman spar?
I would say I probably did. I don't recall. Okay. There was sparring. As Gleason's was a war zone. That was a place you went. There was no pitter patter. Like you went in, and that's kind of how I was brought up. I remember the first time my trainer yelled at me for not trying to kill this. There's always a rivalry between trainers and gyms. Right?
Yeah.
This trainer, all right, my trainer wants to put me against that trainer's guy. You better whoop him, right? Because you represent me, and he represents him. So that was the mentality in Gleason. So you really learned how it was a rugged gym at the time.